Hi, I'm Xane Daniel, and one of my favorite topics is the 5D consciousness, or the 5D society, or 5D existence. And I've got 3 or 4 major things that you can do to start living a 5D existence right now. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, we have to say, well, what is a 5D experience? The 5D experience is very different from the 3D one, and you can watch a couple of my other videos that go into more detail about the difference between a 3D and a 5D existence, and there's quite a few. But most certainly, the main foundation is in the 5D consciousness. You are and have unconditional love for absolutely everything that exists, no matter what it is. No matter if it's bad, you've labeled it as bad, or you've labeled it as good. You love everything exactly as it is. And in that place, you know that you are the creator of all existence. You know that you are one with everything that exists. And you also know that you are the universe. You are perfect and beautiful with no actual flaws. And if you do have flaws, they are perfect in nature. Okay, so how do we get ourselves to that place? And what does it look like to live in that place, to live in that 5D existence? Well, let's break it down, those 3 or 4 things. The first one that I love to talk about is that everything that happens to us happens for us, not to us. So in that case, when we have a negative experience happen, we can say to ourselves, oh no, why did this have to happen to me? What did I do to deserve this? This is terrible. I hate this. I despise this. This is not helpful. I'm suffering. I don't want to have this suffering anymore, and I want this to end. That approach is a very 3D and lower vibrational approach. The 5D approach, what is that? That is saying, okay, this thing that happened, it happened for me. It happened to teach me something, to have some great lesson. It's going to bring me to something even greater. And I don't even know what that is, but I know because I am one with all, I am the universe, that it will be something that will benefit me, that will help me grow, it will help me expand. If that's your first thought, oh no, this thing happened, oh right, but everything happens for me instead of to me. Oh, I've got a negative entity attachment. Oh no, why is this happening to me? Oh right, this is happening for me. How could it be happening for me? A negative entity is going to torture me and make me miserable for my entire life. Well, okay, so that sounds awful, right? But maybe it's happening for you. It's helping you because it's going to drive you to take care of the problem. And in that process, you're going to raise your frequency and you're going to heal your past traumas and you're going to have an incredible life. So everything that happens negatively to you is happening for you. I tell people all the time, oh, I've got this person in my life and they're so miserable. My boss is an asshole, or my partner is terrible and they're a narcissist or whatever. Well, how in the heck can you look at that and say, this is happening for me? It's not happening for me at all. It's happening against me, right? No, it's happening for you because the people that drive you crazy in your life are actually your greatest teachers. If you think of things in this way, then you are a healthy thinker, you're a healthy emotional experiencer, and you have a healthy energetic signature in this world. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is judgment. When you judge others and you judge yourself, you are not thinking in the 5D mindset, in the 5D consciousness. If you are saying that this is bad and this is good, then you are in a 3D experience. But it's so clear, right? It's so clear that putting trash in the ocean is bad. It's so clear that turtles being strangled to death by rings of plastic, that is bad, right? There is no way that I can look at that without judgment. This person is treating me like crap. That is bad. There's nothing positive about this. This negative entity is beating the crap out of me and making me miserable. That is bad. That's still judgment. And as much as it pains me to say it, and it probably pains you to hear it, the truth is that everything that happens is happening exactly as it's supposed to. By dropping judgment of others, is there somebody in your life that you hate right now? Is there someone that you absolutely cannot stand, and maybe you even wish that they would die, or at the very least you wish that they leave you alone, or you wish that you never had to experience them in any way again? I bet that there is. And when you are in that place, if you harbor that hatred for someone, guess what? You're as far away from 5D as you can possibly imagine. If you are trying to escape the 3D world because you don't like the way that everyone's treated or that whatever is happening, then you are actually using a 3D reason to get out of a 3D experience. Guess what? It's not going to work. The only way you're going to be able to get out of that is to be able to say, everything is perfect exactly as it is. Ugh, it doesn't feel like it, but the 5D experiencer knows that. The 5D experiencer knows that they are everything, that they are the plastic ring and they are the turtle who's being strangled. They are the person who's being abused. They are the trees that are being chopped down. They are also the chainsaws, and they are also the workers who are chopping them down. They are everything. And why would we do this to ourselves? We don't know that right now. All we can say is that we know it's happening for a fantastic reason, that it is all part of the plan, it is all part of the experience. So, from that perspective, we can say, I love the world without judgment. I say this phrase all the time: love all, and love is all that you will see. Do you want to look around and love everything? Do you want to look around and see just love everywhere? Then all you have to do is love everywhere. That's it. I love this, I love that. This is terrible, I love it. This is fantastic, I love it. There's no judgment. Except the fact that you've labeled it as terrible and as amazing. There is no judgment if you love both. It's a challenge. It's not easy for many. But it is an absolute truth that this is an illusion. Everything that you see is an illusion. It is a fabrication of separation, because you are actually the universe and you are everyone. But right now, you've chosen to make believe that you are separate from everyone else. You're pretending right now. But that pretending is so real that you believe that it's not true, that you believe that everything is separate. But that's just the fabrication of the experience that you've chosen in this life. And so I'm actually giving you a cheat. I'm cheating you out of the thing that you decided to do before you were born, is to have this experience as though everything was separate. One day you're going to die and you're going to wake up and you're going to realize, oh my gosh, it was all me. Everything was me. I'm actually alone. I am actually the creator and I am alone. The only way that I'm not alone is to pretend like there are others. And that pretending is so real that you truly believe it. When you can realize that you are everything, then there's no more judgment left to be had. Why would you judge your own aspect of yourself? Did you accidentally create that aspect of yourself? No. It was all pre-orchestrated. It was all pre-planned by you, the creator. Another 5D approach to life is all about attachment. If you are attached, and this is a Buddhist theory, if you are attached to anything, if you are attached to your physical experience, your physical house, your physical bed, your physical car, the other people in your life, if you are attached to those things, if you're attached to a particular result, I really need this to happen. I'm really rooting for this to happen. And if it doesn't happen, or if I lose my bed, my house, then you will experience suffering. And that suffering is going to be a lower vibrational experience. That suffering is there for a reason, so that we can actually experience it, so that we can circumnavigate it, so that we can avoid it in the future. But in a 5D experience, you don't really experience any of that. Everything is unattached. But in a way, it's all attached because it's all you. So if you are tied to something in particular, and that thing goes away, if you are attached to a parent, and that parent dies, which is what's going to happen, then now all of a sudden you're miserable and you are inconsolable, because you were completely attached to that person being there. It's very easy to become attached to things, but generally attachment comes from a lack within. If we have a lack within, then we try to make up for that lack outside of ourselves. Oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. I need someone who I respect and who I truly love to actually love me. That's the only time that I'll actually start to kind of maybe feel a love for myself, because I see it in my partner's eyes. Anytime you're attached to something, you are looking at a lack within. So think about that. Think about what you're attached to. Think about, why am I attached to this thing? Oh, because I don't believe that I can handle it any other way. I'm attached to my house because I got it at a good deal. I've got a good mortgage. It makes my family happy, whatever. Well, if you are attached to that and you don't want to lose it so bad, then what is it that you're actually losing out or missing on the inside? Oh, well, if I lose the house and I'm the provider, then now I don't look very good. My family won't trust me. My friends and my coworkers will think I can't do it, I can't handle it, that I've failed at life. So you have a worthiness attached to this thing that you're attached to. So if you lose that, then you lose even more worthiness to yourself. You see how attachment works and how dangerous it is. You can still love things without being attached to it. You can still absolutely enjoy every experience that you have. You can love the most amazing people in your life still and not be attached to things happening in a very specific way. We believe, our society has trained us that we have to find the right partner. We're going to have children and we're going to stay with that partner our entire lives. And if it doesn't happen, then that means there's something wrong with us, that we've chosen the wrong partner in the first place, or that partner has chosen we're not good enough anymore. In both of those cases, we blame ourselves and we look at ourselves in a very negative way. But actually, everything happened exactly as it was supposed to. You had this incredible experience or this learning experience with that particular partner. Maybe it was beautiful and it was fantastic. Well, now it's time to move on to something else or to someone else. Maybe it wasn't beautiful and fantastic. Maybe it was an abusive experience. Well, great. Now it's definitely time to move on to something else. We are in judgment, we are in attachment, and we believe that things are happening to us instead of for us very much in this 3D experience. In the 5D experience, you know that you can heal yourself. You know that you can speak to God because you are. You know that you can handle absolutely any situation. You know that everything is worth loving because everything is beautiful and everything is you. Those are my 3 big things that we can do, 3 big habits that we can form that create an incredible 5D consciousness. One more quick little fun example for you. Let's say that I had a doorway right here and I opened this door, and through that doorway you could see a 5D society where everything is love and everything is art and everything is absolute beauty. There's no more destruction, there's no more killing, there's no more abuse. It's absolute paradise. It's a utopia. And I asked you, would you like to step through the door? What would you say? I bet that most of you would say, yeah, heck yeah, I'm going through that door. I don't want to be in this 3D world anymore. I'd say, okay, go ahead. And so you'd step through the door and you'd realize immediately that it was an illusion, that instead there was no utopia and you're still standing here in the 3D world. And you'd turn to me and you'd say, what? Xane, you lied. I said, no, I didn't. But you answered the question wrong. The correct answer to that question is, no, I don't need to go through that door. Everything in this world, in this 3D place, is beautiful exactly as it is. It is perfection, and I get to live in it. I get to be a miracle, and I get to observe miracles constantly on an everyday basis. Then I would say, oh, congratulations, you've made it to 5D consciousness. You've made it to a 5D existence. That is what it really takes to live in this 3D world as a 5D being. And the more of us that do that, the more of us that will usher in that 5D society, that utopian society. But you've got to get to that 5D consciousness first. So I invite you to come here with me, because that is exactly how I see the world all the time. Sure, every once in a while I fall off the wagon and I get frustrated with something or I judge something. But actually, deep down, I love all unconditionally. I love absolutely everything unconditionally. When there's trash in the ocean, I say, boy, I would really love for that to be cleaned up, but I still love it all unconditionally. As soon as you can do the same, then we're on a mission together to create that 5D utopian society. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment and like and subscribe and do all those YouTube things. It helps me and it helps others discover amazing ways that they can heal themselves, that they can help heal the world and the earth. Because I have many videos and many of them have activations that can help in all kinds of different ways. So thank you again so much for watching. I love you unconditionally. Enjoy the rest of the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.